Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that.
What's going on, guys? Another video today by Chills. As you can not really tell, actually you can't tell, but anyway, it's by Chills. It's 11 videos that are quite so let's get into it, man. I mean, this one's sort of new. I think it's like 4 or 5 days old now, so I haven't watched it because I want to play with y'all. So I guess we'll just get into it.
The only thing worse than being kept in suspense is when the unknown finally becomes revealed, and that's when things become scary. Number 11. An ex-YouTuber named Fantastic Daily sets up a webcam to record out of his window overnight, certain that he will capture a paranormal entity that has haunted him for some time, a man with pure black eyes. After 5 days of playing a sound file that's meant to attract spirits, he finally catches this. Is this just a man wearing a robe, or is this a ghost like he claims? The video quality is not that great, but even zoomed in all the way, you still cannot see the figure's eyes. The former YouTuber claims this phantom stood outside for an hour before abruptly disappearing. Now, you might have noticed that in the beginning, I said ex-YouTuber Fantastic Daily. That's because shortly after this video was recorded, his entire YouTube channel was taken down. You can say what you want about this video, but one fact remains. It's years later and he has yet to return. Number 10. A small dog barks its head off at the door while a...
Yeah, but why was his shit taken down? That's creepy. It might be real, might not, but the way it sounds, it's kind of creepy.
One sits quietly like nothing is wrong. After barking for 7 seconds, the dog tracks an invisible figure with its head, and then piano music plays, followed by a faraway voice soothingly saying the word deer. According to the uploader, they did not hear this piano music or the voice until they watched this video. In fact, the only reason they started recording in the first place was because one dog was barking and not the other. Nobody else was in the house, and this was just before 3 a.m. Number 9. A YouTuber named ShayXL and her friend, Brandy Lynn, are trying on various outfits and walking around the mall when they apparently attract a follower. This is the first time they notice him, and they sound more annoyed than scared.
Why does this guy keep following us? Like, literally, he keeps following us.
Compare this to the 4th time they see him, and you can tell they really are in fear. No one should have to go through this, and I feel really bad for them.
We just saw him again, so that's the 3rd time that we saw him. Oh my god, he's following us, he's following us.
The way he keeps glancing at them, while trying not to be obvious, makes me wonder how much practice he was doing this before. He obviously cannot control himself and keeps needing to take another look. He refuses to give up his pursuit and continues pretending to look at clothes. I guess it's possible, but somehow I seriously doubt he has more interest in these bright red dresses than he does in them. All of this might have been a coincidence, if not for this part, where he walks directly towards them at the end. In my opinion, he only stops and turns when he realizes they have his face on video.
Look, he's right there. He's literally following us.
Still, even knowing that he is caught on camera, he still passes them once more, and this time turns his head to stare. Is this all a big misunderstanding, or is he getting one final look in the most creepy way possible? Number 8. A YouTuber named Ice-T and his friend go out to an old local graveyard that's just off a long country road. After a couple minutes of exploring, he zooms in on what could be a creature or even someone on their hands and knees. What? I mean, that could be almost anything, but did you notice the strange flash of light coming from deeper in the woods seconds before? When shown up close, it definitely looks like a pair of eyes watching them. The air suddenly grows very still and cold, so they decide to get out of there quick, but as they walk down the road, a bright red tint overwhelms the camera for no reason. Watch this part and tell me if you think it's a glitch from the street lamps or a warning from the other side.
I have some at my dad's house. Oh, Dad, look, my camera screen's like red. I don't know if that's like, what
That's a light.
No, hold up. I think I'm tripping. Holy, it's red again. Look.
They think they hear a sound nearby and take off.
See, yeah, that could be just a light. Because the lights are not LEDs, they're the old style lights. Those on cameras usually turn out to be red, then like yellowish. Because our cameras will pick it up a little more darker than normal. So it could be just the lights and the camera just reacting.
Are they running from a spirit or their imagination? Number
Shit,
7, a YouTuber named Nerdy Gamer records someone standing outside of his San Antonio home in a clown outfit with a bright red balloon. He opens the door and the two share a tense stare down before exchanging words. The stranger does not respond to warnings or even flat out threats.
Yeah, my TV
However, they
screen's
do
darker,
shuffle
so I gotta
around
look
for a
at my
bit
phone.
each time after he speaks, which shows that they are at least contemplating what he says.
Creeping right there by my driveway, just staring there. He's been there for about 15 minutes. Yeah, you need to leave, yo. I already got the cops. Yo, you need to leave. I'm being dead serious. I will you.
Finally, he grows tired of the one-sided exchange and waits for police. No follow-up was recorded after this part. So was this a skit, or did a silent clown really come bother a YouTuber at his own home? Number 6.
That
It's
happens.
the middle of
It
the
really
night,
does.
and Anna Grayson keeps hearing heavy
Not to
thumping
me, but
sounds coming from
I'm
the
not a YouTuber
hallway.
yet.
She spends a full minute walking around to make sure that everybody is asleep, which they are. As soon as she gets back into her room, the house becomes extremely still and suspenseful. I get the sensation of being watched here, do you? Anna does not feel safe at all. Peeks under the door,
I do.
probably half expecting to see shoes on the other side.
See, alright. The way that sounded, like, before he or she, I think it's the she that he was talking about, but I'm not. Anna, yeah, she. The way she walked in outside, it was, you could hear, like, AC going on, I'm guessing that's what that weird sound was. And when she went into her room, it was dead silent. And that door is just wood, but not thick. And look at the gap between the door and the thing. Why is the gap so damn big? Whoever built that did not know what he was doing. But anyways, it literally went dead silent. And usually when stuff like that happens, there's something going on. I had that happen to me a couple times at my old house. Gotta think how many houses I had before that. But I had an old house I was at. It was haunted. I know it was a real old house, and weird things were happening all the time. But when I'm by myself, like, everything is, I hear the AC going, and I got fans going, whatever the case may be. When I go into like a certain room, all that goes quiet, and I feel like I'm being watched hard. I did not like that. So yeah, that's what it felt like. Really did.
She doesn't see that, but what she experiences next indeed confirms her suspicions.
That's a big gap, though. I've never seen that.
The fact that she patrols the entire house and hears nothing until the moment she steps back into her room makes me think that someone else is in the house with Anna and her family. Something that will patiently wait until everyone's guard is down to strike. Number 5. A YouTuber named Underwater Ireland explores a cemetery on a dreary day. Crows cackle loudly overhead
cool
like a
looking
warning
cemetery.
not to go any further as she treads sacred ground.
They look like Celtic type of crosses.
Underwater Island looks down and notices that all of the markers have a wide gap. I have never seen any cemetery with this problem before, have
Me
you?
either.
If I didn't know better, it almost looks like the buried have been trying to claw their way out. She sets up some cameras and records overnight, and this is what she finds the next day.
Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. There! Did you see that flash?
And this is the same shot from a different angle. Also, notice how the gate opens here. Okay, so this frowning man wearing a helmet is what the image looks like when the video is stopped. Is this special effects, or did a spirit really come face to face with the camera moments after opening the entrance? Number 4, Jake Duffner is live streaming some Fortnite and everything is going well until 3 a.m. rolls around. Strangely enough, all of the weirdness begins as soon as he mentions how late it is.
It's the middle of the night for me. Why is this pregame lobby hella long?
Exactly 1 minute later, the door closes. Does it close by itself here, or was someone grabbing it from the bottom?
It's hard
This
to
time
tell.
he says he wishes
Really
someone
does.
would come in and test him. He obviously means in the game, but I guess the ghost doesn't understand. The
No.
timing is perfect. As soon as he says, I wish someone would come, you can hear the doorknob turn.
I wish someone would come test me right now.
Next, his chair starts to move. I can't see the floor, but I can pretty much see the whole chair, and I think the
Yeah.
camera is low enough to show someone crawling across the ground.
Yeah, I can see
no
the
one
door-
does,
the floor-
so
door
either
of the
they're
floor.
using
What-
something to pull it
know what I
from the doorway, or it's a ghost. Number 3, a news reporter named Tara Edwards and her cameraman Derek Lee travel with a ghost hunting team to the Riverside Cemetery in South Rockwood, Detroit. Everybody is all smiles in the beginning, but all of that is about to end. They cross the marker of an infant and their equipment lights up. At 2 minutes and 39 seconds, you can see all the lights are on, which I guess means this particular area is as haunted as it gets.
I want to get one of
They
those.
leave the recorder on, and eventually they pick up a random word that turns Tara Edwards from a skeptic into a believer.
Why you gotta be so close to your face?
They think it whispers manor, but I think it sounds like I'm here. Tell me what you think it says.
Why you gotta
Number
scream?
2, a YouTuber
Ah.
named Aeromax Music has to walk down the seedy hallway
I
late
think I've
at
seen this one
night,
before.
6 days a week to get to his apartment.
Oh, yeah,
It
I've
always
seen this
gives
one.
him a terribly dreadful feeling, so this time he records himself to feel a little safer. The entire time a neighbor is playing some creepy dance music that has a heartbeat and bass turned up loud enough to make the walls shake. You can't hear anything else.
Yeah, but that's in the middle of the night though, and there was
And that's precisely why this next part is so scary.
there's no reports.
Despite the loud
Sound like a
music,
laugh.
a woman's frantic laughter is heard next to him in the empty hallway. At this exact moment, a visual disturbance appears in the bottom corner for only a few frames and disappears.
That kinda looks like his finger,
Could this
maybe.
be his thumb? When he gets onto the elevator, the music stops and a weird noise can be heard. Is this
Just
a
imagine
creaky
someone
gear
standing
or a
there.
disembodied moan? Basically, do you think these occurrences are all in his head, or is this a hallway that's truly
Well, how would
haunted?
it- no, they can't be
Before
in
we
this
get
it's
to
on
number
video.
1,
That's why
my
I
name
did.
is Chills, and if you're curious about what I look like in real life, subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. Also, don't forget I upload a new video here on YouTube every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1, a YouTuber named Deep South Bama with Mr. Tom wakes up at 3 a.m. after,
What?
in his words, he heard
Deep
some
South
deep
Bama
thuds around his
with
house.
Mr. Tom.
When he goes outside, he sees
Okay.
strange activity around the flagpole in his local graveyard. These bouncing balls of light streak across the sky without a sound or any clue as to what they are. Sometimes they are dim and sometimes they are much brighter.
They look like
Somebody
flashlights.
said that they could be bats, but I noticed the lights always seem to stay at about the height of a person. It can't be flashlights because they keep going out after a second. It's impossible to tell what it is from this distance,
it's
and I don't
true,
think
yeah.
he wants to get
Right.
any closer. From life-altering curses to a man's final moments on Earth, these
Alright, I seen that one. We already know we made a video about that. But anyways, yeah, the last one, yeah, it couldn't be a flashlight, but at the same time it could be the way it looks. I mean, you can go like that with flashlight, and right when it goes to this point, you can go like that or turn it off, there's like a button on top. Just, you know, click, click, click. But I don't know, that would be creepy. But I wish the video was a little more better. You know, I wish you could actually go to it. I get it, you're scared, you know, you don't want to go towards the danger. But yeah, you don't want to go towards danger. So, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that